In today's portfolio project video, I am going to be showing you on how to add icons and URL links to my projects in this title right here. So enough talk, let's get right
Okay.
into this video. Alright, cool. In my last couple of days, as I'm not recording, I've been developing and creating an project on about page. So where I have included all the properties and elements in the JS page, which of course I had to import all of the necessary items in the MUI material. I feel like MUI is a very good app to use, good website where they include all the icons, the the headers, the button, as well as the box, and many more properties they include. Right now, so I'm gonna run the server real quick to see where my progress is so far. So by the way, I've been using Git Bash most of the time. This is very good terminal. Okay, so once it's now on production. Okay, so right now mine is already running. So I'm gonna now go to my port page, which is localhost 3000, because right now my server's already been running. There we go. So this is my homepage so far. I haven't made much changes to it. But But also in the about page, I made changes to the layout and the structure. Where before that, I've included the image on the left hand side and the text on the right hand side. But now it's more uh, vertical in that sort of sense. And new additions, I included the tech stack and the business inquiries for contact page, which I haven't fully styled that yet. So this is what the about page looks like. And for the footer, I just kept it consistent in each of the pages. So if I click on the project page, as you can see here, this is what it looks like. So there is few changes, minor changes that I have of course have to fix, but we'll get there shortly soon. So then so far I've included the typewriter page where it stops typing compared to the about page where it just only types, doesn't show any loop. This one here is a typewriter where I just fully included the loop. And in here, probably I might going to organize the page a little bit since it's really bit messy and you know overlapping through the footer page. And for the contact page, I haven't fully focused that yet currently. All right, so I am on my Visual Studio Code and I'm going to debug and find out where the error is officially coming from. So I'm going to check line by line to see if I've made the right uh, style, the right display, the right padding, etc. So I'll walk you through the time step and check. We'll come back to see if I found any errors. Look, but let's resolve the issue. So margin is 5, that's fine. Border is 2 pixels. Border radius is 12. So 12 pixels. P is 3. So let's change this one here to 1.
Okay.
Because this one could be the issue why it's overlapping. So let's refresh. Yeah. So yeah, that's not the issue. Yeah, this is fine. So it makes things a little bit worse, as I expected. And then this fine box shadow is fine. Display is absolute. So let's see if there's any other options for display. Will it suggest? It shows block content flex. Let's try flex. Display flex.
Huh?
So we refresh the page and let's see. Okay, so yeah, yeah. I think this made it a little bit worse. So put it absolute. Absolute is more useful than flex.
Okay.
This is better. Yeah, that's good. Um, hover is fine. Oh yes, no issues whatsoever. Let's scroll up to the top, perhaps. Perhaps this could be an issue because maybe the height. The height, we'll give it viewport height as 100. Height will be, let's say, 200. Let's go with 200 viewport height. We refresh, then it should display. There we go. So now we gave the height as 200 viewport height, and the the borders, the grid is now inside of the web page and it's below the footer. So now it's stable. So at home we gave it this one here is 100 viewport height. The about page is again 100 viewport height. We made few, of course, minor changes for that by including the tech stack and as well as contact information, which I'm going to start out in my next video. Okay, cool. So right now, since it's the main title of the video, I wanted to include the URL links and the images in each of the borders so that it displays well. Okay, cool. So to do this, I want to get all the images that I need to get so far from the Google web page, and we'll come back to the video. Cool. So I've imported some of the images in the image folder, and now let's include it inside of this the variable on projects. So then let's create a variable within it and call this as image as a property, and in here with quotes we want to pass through the image that's here. So then so with back backtick. So with the slash, we want to get as the want to import the folders as images, and as the endpoint, we need the one of those images that I have imported from, which is this bit here. So then let's rename this, of course, image as logo, or let's call it portfolio 24. Let's call it portfolio 24. So I'm gonna call it portfolio 24 dot png, and right now the image should be imported. So if you refresh, so the images are still not displayed, so we need to, of course, include that. And then now we're gonna continue on with this property here. So let's copy and paste this, and then just organize this. And now we want to find the recent folder. Okay, there we go. Now, w- once all the images are now imported, and inside of the property, then we have to go scroll down and find the images that we should need to include. So if you go back to the about.js, this is how I have included all the tech stack and I imported the images. So if I scroll down to the bit where it says tech stack section, in the last couple of minutes, I tried to resolve the error. I have an issue going on with importing the images. I tried checking on the public images to see if it's the correct folder. So in here, the images are now correctly imported. So then it's now in the right place inside of the image public folder. Because when I create the static folder, I need to include the public folder so that it contains all of the necessary items, including the images, the style component, and rest of the logos that's inside of that folder, which is based on the media content. So then I included images in each of the description. And if I scroll down all the way to the component, I had to create the component as I call it images, and the height we'll give it as 160 pixels, so that's the minimum type. And then SRC is where I have to include the parameter as projects in this uh, function. So there's a function I've created and the variable as images in this property, and I kept it as title, so I kept it consistent. And this is the where I had to include the SX styling. So border radius, I call it 2. And also I want to put object fit. We'll say for object fit, let's try object fit, we'll call it cover. So let's see if it actually covers the image. If I refresh, and it should probably cover the whole image. There we go. So now I think the image is now displayed properly. But then again, there's some, of course, minor issues, but everything displays well correctly. So yeah, this is how you add the images. So you just define all of these components, which is called height, SRC, alt, and SX. And the key important thing is when you're importing the images, you have to create the property as here, as to call it images. But additionally, it's better if you could, of course, create the public folder and just import all of your media files in there so that you don't have to worry about importing out the right images just using this bit manually. This one here is more of a quick and essential way, and it displays the images by default if you include all the media files. In that note, I'm going to wrap up this video today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit a like, please subscribe, turn your notification bell so you don't miss a video. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care, peace.